Hey, what is up, everybody? New episode of Merry Chat. This is a get caught up on updates episode because we got jam-packed stuff going on in the gaming world, and I figure instead of bombarding you with episode after episode, combine them into one and do the best of the best. So we got a whole bunch of stuff to go over. Let's get right into it because we are in the busy season, which is usually the dead season. But, this is normally the time of year where we just got over E3, gaming news, gaming events. So I guess this is making up for it. There's been a lot of announcements. There's been a lot of talks about stuff coming up in the future. There's been a lot of gameplay shown. So I guess companies are finding ways around E3, especially this year and going forward. And a lot of announcements, a lot of news to get caught up on. Hey, listen, Murray NJ08 makes it easy for you. Instead of scouring the internet, going through these idiotic channels and going through articles, you find it all in one place, all in one podcast episode, Murray Chat. What is up, everyone? Welcome. Your gaming news in one place with a smile. Let's get right into it. The first topic of discussion on this episode of Murray Chat. Netflix continues turning everything into an episodic series. Yes, there's going to be an episodic series for Tetris, for Pong, for Pitfall, for Kaboom, for Asteroids. No. But there is an upcoming Netflix series, an anime series coming for Cyberpunk. This is a Cyberpunk influenced Murray NJ08 update. There's a lot of Cyberpunk news. It's the next in line for one of the biggest games of the year now that The Last of Us 2 is out. Cyberpunk anime series coming to Netflix. So that looks pretty cool. Also on topic, they just showed off actual gameplay of Cyberpunk and specifically the Night City Wire section of the game. Absolutely amazing. Now, this game was already on my radar 100%. Now it's like 120%. It got delayed from September to November. It's going to be one of those games that is free to upgrade to the Xbox Series X on Smart Delivery. And it will also be coming available on PS5. So if you buy it once, you get it optimized for free. We've also recently saw an update from Microsoft on exactly what Xbox optimization optimized for Xbox Series X means. We'll get more into detail on that on my Next Gen Console Countdown series, where I talk specifically about Next Gen systems, but it talks about how the games will be optimized and how that works as far as frame rate, ray tracing, graphics, loading screens, all that. So yeah, we saw some Cyberpunk. On topic of Netflix, Cuphead is coming out with a series on Netflix. We saw a little glimpse of that. An animated series of Cuphead. And, if you played Cuphead and you saw the graphical style of Cuphead, you would definitely know that would work perfectly as a series. It already looks like you're watching one of those old school cartoons. So that would definitely work out great. That was talked about as far as a Netflix series. The Dying Light Hell Raid trailer was just released. It's coming out in late July. Now, the funny thing was that you're thinking, oh my God, what about Dying Light 2? We want to know more about that. Well, it's amazing that they're still supporting this game, first of all, for the first game. But Hellraid was actually a game that they started working on. Techland was working on Dying Light, or Hellraid, before they started working on Dying Light. That was like one of their first projects. So to bring this back and integrate it into the Dying Light universe is pretty neat. It looks really cool. Check the trailer out. It looks amazing. It looks scary as hell. And I will probably be playing that on Mary and J08. So stay tuned for that. Okay, we're going to save that one for last. I'm skipping ahead of my notes here. Animal Crossing's new event, July 3rd, it starts. The summer update event. Update number 1, because there's going to be an update number 2 happening in August, which we will be covering here. As you know, I cover that game extensively here because we have a Animal Crossing Let's Play series, ongoing series. So we're going to definitely be playing the summer event. Right now, we're trying to get KK to our island by cleaning the island up and recruiting people. We are currently at a 2-star island, trying to get to a 5. But in between that, we will be doing the summer update. I'm taking my time with this game. I'm not like all these other idiots that are time traveling and cheating. The summer update will include such events as being able to go into the ocean and swim, dive and find sea creatures, donate the sea creatures to Blathers at the museum, and also there's an otter that swims around that you can actually get rewards for. I will be covering the summer event here on my future episodes, so stay tuned. And the big update from, or the big discussion on this episode of Merry Chat is Pokemon. We have gotten a bombardment of Pokemon. Pokemon Madness, because as you know, the Pokemon DLC expansions, like Isle of Armor, has been released for Sword and Shield, but new games have been announced, such as a lot of mobile games and games that you could also play on your Switch. Pokemon Cafe Mix, that me and my cousin Tyler have actually been playing. It's a free-to-start game. We've been playing it on the Switch. Now, I gotta tell you, I like the game. You just use touch. You don't use the controllers. You use touch. Just the touch screen. See, I was going to do some gameplay on my channel of it, but I don't know how the direct capture is going to work because you have to use the touch screen, so I don't think that's going to work. But Cafe Mix is pretty cool. You swipe the colors, almost kind of like Candy Crush or Bejeweled, and you match the colors, and you earn Pokemon, and you earn these things called acorns. What happens is that you only have so many turns, like Candy Crush, and then you have to wait for your time to rebuild. Or you could spend money. See, it's like one of those deals. I'm not really crazy about that part. Like, my cousin keeps coming up to me saying, oh, I need money. And I'm like, dude, you gotta wait. You gotta wait for the timer. See, that's how they get you. It's microtransaction city. It's a shame because the game is actually really fun. The graphics, the animations are really good. I'll have more to talk about that maybe on a future episode. Maybe Murray checks it out or something, or my iOS app reviews. But yeah, Cafe Mix. The other one is the return of Pokemon Snap. That's coming back on Switch. And Pokemon Smile. That's right. It's a Pokemon game that teaches kids to brush their teeth. Now, I did this for a review for another channel. Let's just say that my teeth were so white and so sore that I couldn't talk for like a day. Every time you brush your teeth, you get points, and then you get a chance to catch a Pokemon. But it's very hard to catch the Pokemon. They constantly want you to go back and brush your teeth. I guess that's the point, to teach kids and to get kids into Pokemon at an early age. It seems like with all these games, they're really aimed after the younger generation to get them into Pokemon. Really. To prepare them for the harder games later on when they grow up to be Pokemon trainers. An interesting game, one that came out of nowhere. One game that you wouldn't really predict. A Pokemon brush your teeth game. Crazy. And then the other game that got released afterward, or announced, was Pokemon Unite, which is looking to be a very interesting team battle type Pokemon game. I hope to learn more about that game very soon. It looks like it's interesting to me, and a game that I would be interested in covering here on the channel. Last but not least, I just want to let you guys know that I will be covering Ninjala on here. I recently downloaded on my Switch Ninjala, the free-to-play Switch game. It is the new Switch game that just got released. I have been waiting for Ninjala since its first announcement. So can't wait. That is a mouthful. That is my Murray and Jay Wade update. Take care, everyone, and I'll be seeing you again soon.